Alright guys, welcome back for some awesome stuff. And I was just setting up stuff, Gecko, if you were wondering. But here we go. We're going to be in game now, so this should be fun. Spawning here, starting things off for the second playoff match between PaiN Clan and Insanity Without Limits. Spawning for Clan PaiN. It will be Elena spawning in the top left-hand corner on Sniper's Ridge, spawning as the white Terran, and in the bottom left-hand corner, making these vertical positions as the yellow Protoss. It will be Executor. I need a way to like reposition this for it, because I actually have found out a way to actually impede my direct line of vision, field of vision in front of my monitor, which is pretty awful. I won't lie, but okay, so here we go. Now I figured it out. I repositioned the mic that wasn't right in my peripheral vision, so I couldn't see my screen, but alright. So yesterday was between, wow, IFU and Salvation Army, so that was a fun clan league. That was fun. I won't lie, that was fun. The 2v2 series especially was a lot of fun to cast, so I'm looking forward to this. We are starting off with match 2. Match 2 because the 2x2 was never played. Of what Gecko tells me, the 2v2 isn't actually required. They kind of just did it for fun. But at least gladly for us, those 2v2 games, even if they didn't matter, they were excellent to watch. And stuff like that. So so we have four sets to do. No, 4. Is it 4 sets or matches? Yeah, 4 sets. Which are going to be best of 3s each, so hopefully they'll be a little bit closer this time. IFU kind of just 2-0'd every Salvation Army every single time for every single matchup yesterday, which was pretty awful. But hopefully we have a we don't just have a super one-sided match. But anyway, Terran gonna opt to wall off here, which will be tight. And is he gonna try? Okay, he's gonna fix that, but. So, possibly looking like a siege expand, but it could also just be to fake out high tech. It could be an FD, and as well, it could be a 2-fact as well. You never really know with Protoss, and this just makes it that much more harder. So, it's going to be up to Executioner to figure out what the hell Terran's going to be doing by getting up those goons up at the front door and just see what's coming out and just try to see what's going to happen with the minimal information he does have. So, we'll see if Executor can figure it out, or Executioner. So this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. And we do have, unfortunately, Elena's not gonna be getting the right scout off right away. And if I'm not mistaken, oh, we have an initial zealot. All right, Executioner's not even gonna do probe scout. All right, so he's gonna actually use this for scouting. Just interesting. I don't really know what he's wanting to do. If he got lucky with the scout, sure, but it seems kind of just throwing away minerals, just hoping out of a 4-player map. I would do this on a 1-player map, but whatever. He does what he wants to do. So both players will not be knowing where their opponents are. Probably last scout scouting, and yes, it will be a 2-fact. So he will be just hiding that tech right here, and a probe. I would see that probe would probably not be able to see that factory for sure. So anyway, oh, that's sneaky. That's mean. He's gonna kill that SCV off. Or no, he's not. See, this happened to me on Fighting Spirit once, right? Like, I was getting trolled so hard. Like, I have to say, like, it was probably a Korean, like, smurfing on iCup. That was, like, probably at least, like, a C rank, if not higher. And that SCV will get killed off. So, actually, Terran is playing in the dark right now. But essentially what happened was, he put, like, 3 zealots up on a ramp, like, right here, to trick me to thinking that he actually spawned here. And so I always thought he would spawn there, so I built up an army, and then I attacked there. And then I just like, oh, he's not here, where is he? And I never scanned the other 2 locations, so I just didn't know where he was for like 15 minutes in the game. It was awful. I just died, it was awful, and yeah. Hey, do you get 2 machine shots with a 2-fact? Well, if he is, well, he's doing that, so even more all-in, I guess. He's going to make double tank production off of 1 base, which I'm not sure if you can do. Oh, no, getting for the double upgrades, I see. Alright, so yes, it will be a 2-fact, and we'll see if this will be effective right here. And now, keep in mind, Executioner has... This is the first time he's actually getting into the Terran's base right now, and still has no idea what is on the way. If he does see the second tank, again, that still could be what it would look like as a siege expand, as he could have had the command center in the base. So again, Protoss doesn't really know what's going on, and will not know until he sees, I don't know, 2 tanks or the 2 vultures coming out. That will definitely mean it is a 2-fact. It might also be a bit suspicious that there's only 1 Marine here versus like 4 if it was going to be a siege expand. So they're just the little things that could hint to a 2-fact could be pretty dangerous. And he is deciding to opt to go for the expansion off of this 2-gate goon, which it's relatively safe. I mean, if you wanted to go for like a 3-gate goon and expansion against a 2-fact, I'm sure that would be extra, like more safer, but might be unnecessary at the same time. But if this 2-fact doesn't work, Protoss is going to look really far ahead in an economic sense, at least. And he will be bringing the SCVs down here. Goons are going to be on the high ground. Might be able to snipe off a vulture right here, which will definitely be helpful right here. Spider-Man does go down, does not connect to anything, but more Spider-Mines are being thrown down right now. Will they connect? They do drag onto the tank right here. That was nice from the Zealot. Oh, it takes off a tank so far. Execution is trying to deal with this just right out of the front door again, and with this ramp, it does make it extra easier on the retreat, like I said in the last cast. So, good stuff, good stuff. And he will be on the retreat right now. Ah, what's going on? Please stop. But even more so, but then once he retreats back off of this high ground, though, it's going to make it a little more difficult. But as you can tell right here, Execution's going to put himself right on top of the ramp so that doesn't happen. So even if the tanks do start to siege up, they'll miss about half the time. And he's just getting up to the higher gateway count. He's going to get up to 3 gates and his robo, so he's going up pretty high in that. And the base does go up right here. He has followed up with a expansion of himself right here. Not going full on 2-fact, I guess you could call it. I mean, he's not going to just try to end the game right here, as Execution's defense has been really, really good. But this command center is significantly later than what it probably would have been if he did a siege expand or something along those lines. But Terran, what he has done, though, is he has secured himself map control, though. As you can tell, Protoss is stuck in his natural, which is never a good thing, never a fun thing for Protoss. And he will be getting up at Citadel right here. So we could see a 2-base counter push, maybe, coming out of Protoss to reclaim map control, because, you know, later, going into the mid-game, if he only has 2 bases, unless he's planning to go 2-base arbs, and then do his own all-in, he's probably going to want to end up doing that. But back at Terran HQ, what do we see right here? Still just constant tank production. And he's going to get the Academy and Armory. Aha, see, we had the D-Ranks Team League thing yesterday, right? Like right before my cast, which is why it was a little bit later. And I did like a siege expand, but then I did the Armory to get +1, and then I did like a 4-fact all-in, which was fun. But he could do that, actually. Believe it, because I just don't get the Academy, but because I'm awful. I'm horribly awful at this game. Who needs detection? And then I lost because a stupid DT wiped away my entire army. But I wonder if he's gonna get +1. If he does that, you can actually, if you could time it out right, you could hit with like a 140 supply push with like +2, which could be incredibly powerful. The problem is you sacrifice your 3rd for so long that I'd probably call it an all-in, but. Anyway, leg speed is coming up, and just still 3 gateways right now. He is going to be getting just more gateways, no super early Stargate, so it will not be a 2-base arb, so I'm assuming he's going to be taking his 3rd sooner or later. But again, he's probably going to want to push out his natural just so he can make sure he doesn't die. But he does have Zealots in here, so he actually might pressure at the same time. Kind of like a late Bulldog strategy, in a way. Which could be, oh, it definitely could be effective. If you can bulldog this up right here, as you notice that he already has Goliath fairly early on to deal with any kind of that strategy. Because if you can get the Zealots right on top of these tanks, they will die, and melee doesn't miss on ramps, I don't think. So that's pretty awesome. Unless they're under a tree, i.e. Gem League cast, which was Chiante and Sir Jolt. Oh man, great guys, but he might just do that, but we're not really seeing Protoss really take an aggressive stance right here. He has taken out the vultures that were up here, or something up here that was white. So he actually may just take a 4th. Terran does not want to die. Yeah, I mean, if you could like secure this, like this is like even more so like a super easy Terran map to take a 3rd on, in a way. If you do it like this, if you take your time to like put like this makeshift wall. Like, this is going to be hard for Protoss to break through unless they drop, of course, Zealots on top of that mix, which could probably destroy that. If Protoss wanted to, Might be a little bit risky with the 2 Goliath there, but could be possible. Maybe. But Vulture checking for any kind of faraway expansion. Still Protoss taking a closer third, though, not opting to take a faraway third. And then take the main base. Because I lost a TVP that way. They had 5 bases, and I didn't know about it. It was awful. Because they took the 2 main bases. Like, he wouldn't take those. Oh, no, he did. But yeah, he is starting at +1 right now. So I wonder if he's going to do a 1 base timing push right here. Obs will verify that there is a third coming up right here. We do have Vultures putting mines at a likely 4th location right there as well. What are you planning? Protoss, what are you doing? Oh, he has a mofo amount of gateways. Okay, so, alright, and he's getting up his Stargate. So he's just going to do a 3-base timing push and get out of control. Okay, so now he's pushing out on the map. He's going to clear out these minefields. Now Terran's going to have to recede from the map control just for the time being, because this is where Protoss gets a little bit strong. 80 supply down to 80 to 111. Yeah, so, I mean, Protoss has a pretty steady supply lead, and that's even more so enhanced by the fact that he did open up GFACT, and, I mean, that's nearly a 30 supply difference, and it probably leading to the fact that Terran is so defensive right now. I mean, even with that map control that he did have, he couldn't really do a whole lot against Protoss. I mean, yes, he could put down mines and stuff, but, I mean, unless Protoss was going to really try to be super greedy and take a 4th, where generally map control is such a huge deal in TVP, in that stance, he couldn't really do a whole lot. He has, like, maybe 8 Vultures that he could put down mines, but as long as Elena is, as long as rather Executioner is careful, he will not lose his entire army to minefield. And oh, he's gonna get armor. He's gonna get armor right here. Yeah, because he's just putting down his science facility right now. I would always go for attack as Terran, because I'm just like, I don't care about armor. I want my tanks to do as much damage as possible. I'm getting a little worried for Terran though at the same time, because I mean he's putting so much in this one area. Like, Arbiter Recall would just win. Would just like win the game right now, I feel. I wonder if that's gonna happen. Because he's getting his Tribunal up now, and I think he's taking a 4th. You see, he's gonna take a 4th. Because I mean, look at this, right? His whole army, unlike Fighting Spirit, where your natural, like, you're like, I'm trying to put this in like terms of like distance from your natural choke point to your 3rd. Like in Fighting Spirit, right? Your expansion thing, like your ramp, would be like here. But so it's way easier for Terran to reposition. But like this map, gonna be horrible, right? Like that's not gonna be easy to reposition himself. So Protoss, if he does see that and does use this map to exploit that, or even on the 3rd as well, can also prove to be effective. I see that in TVTs a lot, and dropship play can be very effective on the main or the 3rd. That 3rd is so far away. It may look like, I mean, a frontal assault's gonna be impossible because of the way he set himself up, but man, it'd be pretty rough. Oh, all right, so he's gonna get his 4th. So pretty passive TVP so far. Not necessarily a bad thing. Okay, so what are you doing? Okay, you're up to 8 gates. Okay, you're making your Arbiter. All right, you're making your Arbiter. Sweet. All right, cool. There's a whole lot of yellow on the map, and I'm just trying to see what Terran is planning to do. My God, computer, if you stop blinking, I could actually start seeing Brood War, and actually figure out what's going on screen. Okay, he has a lot of factories. He has 7 factories, and he's getting EMP. So he may wait for EMP to break out. Look at this though. I like this by Protoss. He has his army in like 3 different positions. So if he repositions, Mr. Executioner can go into the 3rd, try to wreck some shit up, or he can pincer attack. Like, he has put himself in a really good position right here. Even though 4 goons isn't really a whole lot of a force, but, you know, combine it with this little group of guys, like, man, he could be in a really good position for either a backstab or a pincer attack. And it looks like he may push out right here. He has lifted off the racks and the eBay. And Protoss just checking in the bottom right-hand corner for any kind of quick 4th. That would be very difficult for Terran to defend. But here we go. Terran's going to be pushing out at 160 supply compared to the maxed Protoss army. But keep in mind, there is an upgrade advantage for Mr. Terran. But okay, here we go. Here we go. There are no minefields already set up. So, but Protest has the high ground right here. He doesn't care. Terran just gonna do his thing. Will he get the EMP off? He did get an EMP. He did use an EMP. I don't know exactly what happened to it. Where's the Arbiter? But here come the goons from the right, coming to the left. But Terran looking, but naked tanks are not gonna be how you're gonna win this fight, though. Actually, with this mainly goon force, you might just be able to A-move right into this. Protoss, you gotta have to regain your forces right here. Regaining a small force on the right-hand side. Go try to pick off reinforcements, of course. But that's a lot of tanks. That's too many tanks. That is, that makes me cry. Look at the pools of blue blood everywhere. An upgrade advantage 2-1. Oh my God, Protoss. That sucks. Getting more gateways right now. He's making 2 arbiters right here. He does have enough for a stasis. But he doesn't have stasis researched right now. Does he have, I can't even check. He may have recall already done. I don't know if he does, but he's going to lose this 9 for sure. And Terran's going to be in a really good position to even start taking out the natural as well, because he can position himself on this ramp, which can make it very difficult for, no matter which way you look at it. If the Terran army is right here, small choke point, small choke point. That's the way Terran wants to engage right here. Now there is an arbiter right here. Terran taking a little bit longer than he wants to take to reposition himself. He found this 6 o'clock right here. There are only a cannon to defend right here. If these 2 tanks can kill that off, that's going to be massive. And bringing even a couple of vultures down here. Protest is spread very thin right now. 136 supply to 129. Elena, you know, smaller supply, but still, I don't think it really matters. Terran's just right at the front door right here. I'm not really sure if he has an answer. If he could just freaking stasis, man, he'd be fine. But he got an EMP off, so he's not going to have that at all. Oh. And that's why you need stasis in this matchup. And the Goliaths are coming in here and start killing off some of this stuff right here. Oh, look at this. The shuttle dropping off. The Zealots right here doing his Zealot bombing. Being pretty effective so far, but we'll lose an Arbiter carelessly. And, ooh. I don't like where Protest's position is right now. Makes it look easy for Terran just to win in this matchup. Wow. And this is going to be very difficult to help reinforce as well. All of his gateways are coming in here, so they'll just be funneling units right here. But he might be able to do it with the Zealots right here. Will he be able to do it, or will he just micro his tanks back? But I forgot the tanks on the high ground right now, so what little hope does Protoss have right here? Can he be the underdog and come back? Can he do it? No, come on. It used to be massive armies. But Terran, looking back up here, has a pretty continuing to rally units out right here. Still no 4th base, still coming up for Terran. But to note, he's killed off this 6 o'clock with 2 tanks, and he's doing massive damage with 1 tank here, which has 7 kills. So, I mean, while he's defending, holding on to his natural, somewhat, he's lost every other economic, any kind of other base mining base that he's had. So, no, he's not doing too good. And GG by Executioner, GG by Elena. So game 1 will go to PaiN and Elena, because they're awesome. So we'll take a brief intermission, and we'll be back for game 2. It is a best of 3, and we have 3 more matches after this, of course, that are best of 3. So don't go anywhere, guys. iCupFits. Be right back as your host and caster.